This is your WCIA 3 forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical.
We've got some light rain showers on the way into central Illinois tonight. Many of us have stayed dry through the day. Some light rain showers have already fallen in parts of the region. Notice north of Interstate 74 earlier, some rain coming on, and now we're starting to see it pick up here to the west of Interstate 55. Check out this, though. This was earlier tonight down in Texas. Our sister station in Wichita Falls caught 2 tornadoes at the same time. This one occluding as this one formed there. We don't have to worry about anything like this over the weekend, but getting closer and closer to severe weather season. In fact, by the time Wednesday rolls around, we may very well be talking about some strong storms. Good news, though, is we do warm things up. We've got 80s in the bowl. We'll talk about that and much more as WCIA 3 News at 10 starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
It seems like these situations make us scared that they're going to hurt us just because of simply of our skin color.
It was a deadly shooting 2 states east, but teenagers in Champaign are feeling the impact here. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Youth activists came together for a candlelight vigil. They honored a teenager who was killed by police in Columbus, Ohio. WCIA 3's Bryce Beeman joins us. So, Bryce, what was their goal tonight?
The International Youth Activist Network put on the vigil to remember 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant's life, but also spread a message about gun violence. Bryant was shot Tuesday. It happened minutes before the Derek Chauvin verdict came out. Bryant allegedly swung a knife at another woman, causing police to shoot, killing her. Her death resonated in Champaign as young activists gathered at Hessel Park Pavilion.
It makes me and a group of kids who look like me very scared, unfortunately, to just be a kid and go outside. And
he said as teens, it can be hard to see another teen shot and killed. There were about 30 people there. They had candles and flowers to honor Bryant. Back to you.
All right, Bryce, thanks. We have an update from 6. We now know the name of the man in custody after a deadly shooting in Springfield this morning. Happened near Lincoln in West Washington before noon. Police said 43-year-old Jason Thomas is facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Police found Thomas holding a woman who'd been shot several times. There was a gun on the ground next to him. He refused to listen to police requests to surrender. They shot beanbag rounds at him before making that arrest. The woman's name has not yet been released. In Decatur, the mayor's office is asking for the community's support in fighting gun violence. A city council member says last year, Decatur had a 104% increase in the number of shootings compared to 2019. Over the last 3 months of this year, the number of shootings increased 52%, from 27 in 2020 to 41 in 2021. The mayor says while the city has made improvements, she hopes people will do their part too.
We have a hard time sometimes getting citizens to tell us what they've seen. And, you know, it's the motto has been, if you see something, say something, so that we can get people, you know, behind bars, get them arrested.
The mayor says much of the violence is gang retaliation. Part of her concern, though, it's not yet summer, and that's the time of year when shootings tend to increase.
We have a follow-up tonight. A 15-year-old from Clarence is facing criminal charges after bringing a loaded gun to PBL High School. School was back to normal this morning. Police were parked in the school lot, though, as students arrived. The school went under lockdown yesterday when they found out about the gun. Police took the student into custody. The chief says the teenager had the gun on him at the time. He now faces charges of unlawful use of a weapon, plus pending charges for having a stolen gun. No one was hurt after this car crashed into a store in Champaign this afternoon. This happened at Carpet Weavers just before 4:30. The driver tried to pull out of the parking lot, but instead drove through the front of the store.
When you think car in the showroom, you don't think literally all the way in the showroom.
Carpet Weavers hopes to get a new window installed on Monday.
Here's a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers from across the state. More than 3,400 infections and 22 additional deaths were announced today. Positivity rate's 4.3%. More than 136,000 people were vaccinated yesterday. The 7-day average is nearly 119,000 shots. Nearly 29% of the state's population is fully vaccinated. And IDPH has resumed using that Johnson & Johnson vaccine after the CDC and FDA recommended continuing its use. A University of Illinois student's been dismissed after failure to comply with COVID-19 testing. It's the second student to be dismissed for that reason. We brought you his story before, but now we're hearing directly from him. Antonio Ruiz says he has health problems and didn't want to get the tests. He was worried he would contract COVID while getting tested, so he hardly left his apartment. He says he's appealed the university's decision. We've previously reported about another student who had a similar situation a few months back. That student appealed and was reinstated. Ruiz hopes the same will be done for him.
In my view, my dismissal was a function of systemic ableism.
University says federal privacy law prevents them from discussing a specific student's disciplinary case.
New at 10, more than $200,000 is headed to the Danville NAACP. It's from the Illinois Public Health Association on behalf of IDPH. That money will help provide COVID-19 contact tracing and other services to vulnerable populations. This is part of the state's new Pandemic Health Navigator program. The program will run from May to October. The ACLU wants Effingham High School to change its headwear policy. They say a student of color was confronted by school personnel and was asked to remove his do-rag. They added other students in the mostly white school are allowed to wear baseball caps and bandanas without issue. The ACLU is calling the incident discriminatory and wrote a letter to the school board to request the policy be changed. We reached out to the school board as well, but have not heard back.
If you're looking for a place to visit in Illinois, there's an iconic spot that'll soon reopen.
Plus, being in nature is a good way to get out and about, but one state park is having issues with some visitors.
Jacob, thankfully it's not going to be snow falling from the sky, but we're still going to get wet if we're outside.
Yes, it seems like some light showers on the way tonight into Saturday. Sunday, though, should be a good day, I think, to get outside. But by the time we roll into next week, rain chances pick on up. Let's show you where some of the rain is tonight out there. We're seeing it move in our general direction, part of a low pressure that brought those tornadoes to Texas and southwest Oklahoma. All we have to deal with are some light rain showers on the north side of it tonight. They're really the chance, though, for stronger storms and heavy rainfall in the 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that and much more coming up after this.